I gave off once, and I think I gave a very valid point on Shane's point. I mean, we can talk about this too.
Yes.
It's about Taylor Swift and Blur. I said Taylor Swift is better than Blur.
Who's Blur? Well, that proves the point. Or is
Yeah.
that a bad thing?
No.
Who is Blur?
You should know who Blur are, I think.
I don't
But-
think I do.
So they were like Oasis's big rivals back in the day, you know, like,
Right.
you know, woohoo.
Oh, yes, yeah.
Or Beetle Bum. That's how it started.
Right.
So I'm like, you can't write a song called Beetle Bum and then there's 4 of you and then be like, you're better than Taylor Swift who does it all herself. You know what I mean?
No.
And the amount of Blur fans
Really?
just jumped on. If you diss a band, they jump on. But then it was a battle of good and evil because the Swifties came on to defend them.
Because they're cult like too.
Yeah, and I like that.
All big time.
Uh-huh.
You know what? I stand by the Swifties. I'm a Swiftie.
Would you be a Swiftie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, my daughters are into Taylor Swift now too.
Right.
My eldest one is. My youngest is weirdly into Avril Lavigne, which is
Oh my God,
fun.
really?
She loves her, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I love Avril Lavigne, though.
Oh, yeah.
But that's
Lavigne's
like,
great.
what age is she?
Avril Lavigne or my daughter?
Your daughter?
My daughter's 4.
Avril Lavigne doesn't age, though.
Yeah.
Sure, she doesn't.
No.
It's like she could be 12 as well.
I saw an advert for a wedding band there
Right.
the other day, and they were playing Complicated, and I was going, is that still like relevant?
Oh my God,
Like,
yes.
would I be going
Are we
forward
recording
with that?
now?
We're recording.
Yeah, we're in it
Well,
now. Yeah, hi guys.
Yes, let's say it. Avril Lavigne's always relevant.
Yeah. Oh, I
She
agree.
is always relevant. She is one of the foremothers, can you say?
Really?
Like not forefather, but foremothers of rock, isn't she? Like it's not many.
serious?
Not many women were like just,
So like Joan Jett, no? Would she be one?
Yeah.
but not of new metal.
Oh, right,
You know,
okay.
we're talking
Oh, fuck,
this,
right,
that sort of
okay,
time when Limp
sorry.
Bizkit were kicking about. Don't embarrass me. People be like, excuse me. So if you ever heard of Fleetwood Mac? I'm like, oh, yeah, sorry.
No. No, but Avril Lavigne, I'd say more like pop rock, would it be?
Yeah.
Like kind of like the Green Day. Your kind of vibe, Sean.
Yeah. I love Avril Lavigne.
Yeah.
Like, don't get it twisted. I do like Avril Lavigne, but I was just going, I wouldn't be like, that wouldn't be my promo clip. You know what I mean?
Really?
Oh yeah.
I would be going with something.
What would your promo? It would have to be Charlie XCX, and you'd be spitting and all,
Yes.
being stinking.
Me
And you're
grinding along
imagine
the
you're
stage.
married, and
Stop.
you're just there, your first dance, and the singer's like, no, some of that, you bitch.
Up in the Denadri Hotel. Like,
Stop.
Oh, I'm only new to the Charlie XCX.
What are you? Would you rate her?
You know what? I've heard a lot about her. Aaron Butler's a big fan of hers,
Right.
and he's
aye.
been
He's
really
a fan of Dua
selling
Lipa
her.
as well, isn't he?
They're the two. He says
That's
they're like good
very.
and evil.
Is Aaron Butler gay? No.
No,
That's gay.
very-
That's gay symptoms.
However,
you know.
what he likes about them,
Yeah.
not quite gay.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
he's a poster on the wall, kind of.
Yes.
Right. Fair. Right. No, I.
And he would like there to be no perspex when Charlie XX
Right.
is about, you know,
Right,
like to
right.
catch everything she has.
but in fairness, lots of Aaron's attributes, you know what I mean? You would maybe
Yeah.
attribute it that way.
Oh,
Great
yeah.
dancer,
Yes.
musical
Is he a
theatre.
great dancer as well? Yeah.
musical
Loves
theatre
musical.
lover.
Uh-huh.
What?
Like,
Loves
he
his
would-
fashion.
He would probably openly say, like, I am gay apart from fancying guys.
Apart from
Like,
that, yeah,
apart
like,
from
yeah.
that, you know? And I think that's...
No, but I think that's cool. Like, you know, everybody should be in touch with like their femininity. But yeah, like Charlie XCX, I've always been a fan. So I'm a wee bit. I'm one of these people. I'm a wee bit like, I don't know if you're like this, Dave. It's like, you see, if people start to love something, I nearly go, nah.
Yeah.
I'm a bit of a backward her. So I'm like,
Contrarian.
yeah, I'm nearly. I like to be original. So I loved her way, way back, and then now the fact everybody's mad about her,
You
I'm
liked her
nearly
before
like,
she was cool.
yeah.
You see, I would be like that if people are like really in, oh, you have to see this, you have to see that. I go,
Aye.
no, don't.
No, I.
And then
Yeah.
sometimes I might sneak in and see a bit of it and be like, okay, I'll maybe get into that. Like Game of Thrones was like that. I'm like, nah, it's sh-"
Right, yeah.
And then my wife was watching one of the like last ever episodes, and we were in an Airbnb because we had a soil pipe leak in the kitchen, stinking. And I just was in like the bedroom, which is now like just off the living room. I was like, I can hear this. Sounds exciting. And I came out and was doing that whole thing. What's happening here? And she was like, could you just seriously fuck off for like another 45 minutes, and then I'll explain it all. And then I got into it from the start, and I thought it's good.
Yeah. Have you watched House of Dragons?
Oh, I love that.
I love.
Love it.
Do you watch that, Sean? That would be your thing.
I tried
What?
to get into
And you didn't like
I
it?
didn't really like it.
Oh, serious?
So
You know what? I
maybe
think you
need
to
another
give,
go.
You need to give 3 episodes to just
Agree.
adjust the Matt
Yeah.
Smith's hair, because
Yeah.
it takes. Yeah, at the start you're like, how's he going to be a Targaryen? And by the end you're like, no one else can be a Targaryen. Like,
Yeah.
he's so good.
Yeah, because I look at him and see Doctor Who.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Right,
so-
okay.
Oh, but there's like, he's a badass in it.
Mm-hmm.
He's a bad boy. Like, see when he has a wee disagreement with your man and he just lobs his head off. In
Oh
the middle.
my God.
You're like, oh wow. That's how you do it.
It is, and the thing so basically I have a boyfriend, but then I have a boyfriend, but I would be
Just
very
in case Matt Smith tries to get in
just
touch.
in case
Matt, please. Just to
to
let you know.
Don't go there.
You and your blonde locks, fuck off.
But no, I'd be very like 90210. Like, do you know what I mean? Like very, like Legally Blonde. I'm very gay.
Would you like Dawson's Creek, like back in the day?
Love all that type of stuff. So things like medieval, sci-fi, anything like that, I'm very like, what? So I was a bit like, oh God, like House of Dragons wouldn't be my thing. So I only watched it just because, I'll try and pay attention. But I ended up loving it.
Oh, really?
So if I loved it, I think you would love it.
Because I said to someone before, I was like, I don't believe in dragons and stuff. I think that's stupid.
You
like,
don't really
dragons.
know.
And then someone went to me, just pretend. And I went, okay. And it worked. And I was like, oh, all right, it totally works.
No. But what were we saying there before? It was
We're talking about Charlie
Charlie
XCX.
It's got to
XCX
do with
the
the
Nadri.
Yes, but the Avril Lavigne, no, do you not think the Avril Lavigne song, I'm with you, is it? I'm
Yeah.
with
Oh, what a
you.
song.
That's like you just got dumped. It's raining, you're in the car. It's a good one, like.
Oh, it
Yeah.
is beautiful. And then even some of I say newer, it's probably like 10 years ago, but Smile's a beautiful song. That's why I smile. Yeah. My 4-year-old loves it, but then I had to tell you can't sing the start of that because it's rude. And she's like, well,
Right.
you know what, I'm a crazy bitch. No, 4-year-olds can't be crazy bitches, I'm afraid. And she is already out of control. As
So,
a child,
really?
See, today, I took her out. My eldest went out with her granny to get some shoes for the
Yes.
start of school.
Oh, yes,
And,
back to school season, yeah.
So I did a wee daddy-daughter day with my youngest, and I said, right, we're going out. She loves her scooter, so let's go out in the scooter, take you to the park. You can then go to the park within the park to do like the zip line and all that.
Yes.
We'll go. She loves to go to the cafe. It's one of her favourite things. So I'll bring you to the cafe, and then we'll go to the library, read some books, and head out.
Love that.
So lovely. So when she on her scooter, she's like, I'm not taking my helmet off. And I was like, you should, because people might pity you if they see you just scooting about like without a scooter inside with a helmet on. People might judge you. It's got to be. So we were sitting down. Now she's obsessed with niblets, which is what she calls nipples, right?
Oh, right,
So
okay, yeah.
Niblets are her, like she's mad about them at the minute.
Yes.
And this wee old lady, right, was sitting at the cafe beside us and got out to like just make her way out and spoke to Matilda, sitting there in her wee hat, and she's like, oh, do you have a bicycle or a scooter? And she was like, yeah, I've got a scooter, and you've got niblets. And I was like, oh, what? And the old lady was like, what was that? And I was like, oh yeah, she's got a scooter, don't worry. And then I was like, stop saying niblets, and then she just kept looking at her with a big smile. So she just embarrasses me everywhere. So the least of my worries is her like an Avril Lavigne. It's
Right.
the rest, But,
No, fair.
and she can't speak properly because she's 4, so she calls her Avril Babine,
Oh,
which is cute as well.
That's
So.
really nice.
But Avril Lavigne's not coming here, so I can't even take her. So she's heartbroken. Why would she come? And I'm like, because I think Avril is having a wee bit of a downtime at the minute. I don't think like
Yeah.
performance really like.
No,
I mean,
she's
things
kind of,
just-
she's a wee bit off the grid at the minute, isn't she?
It's just not as popular.
Yeah, you have,
the moment.
this is completely unrelated. You haven't been following the Katie Price stuff, no? Have you been
No.
following this? Would you be a Katie
what
Price
stuff?
fan?
I do.
Would
like
you
her.
be like,
Yeah, pricey. I love it all. Yeah, stop it, you little prick. Yeah, I love Kitty Price. But what's she doing now? Because she's always up to something.
There's always, but
She's
this,
always-
this
Because there
one's-
was the horse and the passport.
yeah,
Because I saw
held at
randomly,
gunpoint.
Yeah.
like Alex Reid appeared, and I've not
So-
seen him on social media ever. And then like there was apparently some statement that was on. And
Yeah.
what's he saying? Is he getting into her as well now?
So it's basically kind of becoming like the Netflix documentary of the exes is going to be coming out. Not actually, but they're all kind of coming forward with their like 2P of about how like she's like a narcissist and like a compulsive liar. But it's funny though. So there was a clip from like maybe years ago, and it's Katie Price counting all this cash. So she's counting loads of cash with Princess, who's maybe about like 12 in the clip.
Right.
And she's like, so her daughter's helping her count all this cash, and she's like, oh, your dad's gonna have to pay for like school. Because I have to extend my bankruptcy. So she says this all in the video. I'm like, Mommy, why do you have to extend the bankruptcy? Alex Reid's trying to get some money off me and he's not going to be able to get it. And all this. Like, so it's just her plotting, counting all this cash with her daughter.
Oh, fuck.
So someone must have filmed it, likely Carl, the previous ex, and then Alex Reid's got it, and then he's done this big, like, fucking Steven Spielberg, like, trailer of, like, my time's coming, my story. blah 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 blah.
Jesus Christ.
Shut
And
up,
all.
Alex. That's
Yeah,
what she says. Shut up. I'm sick of
Very,
it.
but do you know the funniest part is even though she's been blatantly caught, right? So HMRC, the full works, you can see her like counting all the cash, and everybody in TikTok is riding at battle for her. Like she can't.
But you know what? There's something stinking about like exes getting together.
Yeah,
To get you. Like, shut up,
don't.
Alex Reid. Like I'm sure he was lifted and laid by her.
Oh, 100%.
And he was with her.
And
you know
that's-
what? I want Peter Andre to come out in her defence.
Yes, well, Peter Andre brought a statement out as well. I know, don't. So Peter Andre, so this is how it all started. So it started because Katie Price was on a podcast talking about the fact that Princess Andre's got a new show and Katie Price has been banned from being on the show. Do you get me?
By
Right.
Princess
By
herself?
ITV. No,
Oh, okay.
ITV and then Peter Andre's manager. Because she's the girl that's organising it all and she manages Princess now. So then Katie Price talked about this and then Peter Andre put out a statement on Instagram saying all this. I've never spoken bad about my wife, blah, 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 blah. But the amount of lies, the amount of slander, the amount of this is going in illegal action, blah, blah, blah. Then Alex Reid comes forward being like, oh, here, well, I've a 2p to say as well. So it's becoming this big thing. But everybody's riding a battle. They're like, Pete's a narcissist and no, keep the money away from Alex and blah, 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 blah. And
Has Boyson come out?
who's that?
Chris Boyson. That was her.
Who was that?
Like just that he came in height of the teeth, so everything was. Blah, blah, blah. I love you, Chris Boyson.
Oh.
But find out what Boyson's all about because I think he's all right.
Really?
Yeah, I think he's all right. But you know what? I think feel sorry for her. Like
So do
you know,
I.
and then like Alex Reid, I think she should just ignore him
Yeah.
and say it was only Monopoly money. Don't worry, it's not.
No,
real.
exactly.
Don't worry.
Aye.
But I mean, you sort of would expect if you're getting Princess Andre, you would like a wee dose of Katie too. Like,
Yeah.
If you're the one producing it, you'd be like,
Oh my
if
God,
she
yeah.
has to be in it. You know?
Uh-huh. Because that's the thing, they talk about her and all, and like that's how they used to sell it. Like, as in she's Katie Price's daughter and all this, but then they banned her, but then Peter Andre's in it.
He's
so there's
over
something
here.
going on.
But
it's
then
not fair.
3D chess, is it because then they know, oh, we ban her, then she's going to kick up about it, and then
Oh, aye, it's big
Like,
PR, and we're talking about it here, so
There
maybe
you
that's
go.
what they want.
Do you
maybe
ever
we're all-
wonder, like maybe there's like this is all, maybe they're all laughing at us, are they?
100%.
Maybe they're all friends, and
100%.
do you think?
But do you ever look at people and go, like, when they were together, you're like, I can't imagine them ever together. See
No.
now, like Katie Price and Peter
No.
Andre, like, how did that ever
I know.
work, let alone, like, quite well for a decent amount of time
No.
in celebrity worlds, you know?
I know, but they were like the posh, like the team you posh and back.
Yeah, they're not very posh and best.
Yeah, aye, but it was like an iconic time. But then if you look back at their old like reality TV series, like, he's very like coercive and very, he's just a bad egg, I would
Like,
say.
he seems to be very, like,
Media trained,
Yeah.
and you know, I can't have that.
no, and she seems to be the opposite nearly.
Yeah.
You know, it's just like, oh no, she's done it again. You know?
But who let her have a podcast, like?
Yeah.
Oh, does she have her
She
own
has a
pod?
podcast, the Katie Price show, yeah.
Well, I need to start
And
listening
she's
to
now
that.
going on tour this autumn with Kerry Katona. Sorry, I'm so tacky. You're like
I mean, like,
Avril Lavigne, I'm like Katie Price.
like I've said stuff on podcasts before that's got me in trouble.
Really? Have you?
So
Yeah.
God knows what they're going to say there too. Mad
Aye.
women, like,
Aye.
they're going to
And
get
then-
each other into all kinds of trouble.
And it's all talking about like the same media. So I'd say a lot of legal cases, a lot of slander, different things like that. Do you enjoy podcasting?
Oh yeah, oh yeah, it's good.
So you've
fun.
got two,
It's
is
simple.
that right?
Yes, I've one that I do weekly, the Sly Guy
The
podcast.
Sly Guy,
Yeah, I
yes.
have that one, and I have one that's on BBC as well. So it's a bit different. Their vibes are different.
So BBC, what's that like? 'Cause-
It's great. It's called
Yeah.
Daddy What's a Podcast. So it's a parenting podcast,
Yeah.
which is a good way to just like chat about the kids. And again, I think like a lot of I have a real vendetta against like
Mm-hmm.
you know, social media parenting, how it's amazing and in class and la la.
Right.
And I think it's tough. And I think
Yeah.
people would rather hear the truth rather than being like, oh, you should be doing way better, and then people are at home looking at their
Yeah.
phones going, I'm terrible parent.
I know. Because I think it's if you think back, like I think now we live in a generation where like you're able to look so easily into the window of other people's lives, and it's kind of like it's not a true reflection of the reality of it. So I think a lot of people likely do compare and contrast. Especially,
Oh,
would you
yeah.
be like that? Would you beat yourself up like parenting wise?
Yeah.
I'm obviously not a parent, so I can't relate to any of this. But
100%, like, because, and you need to just catch yourself on sometimes because there was a moment like a couple of weeks ago there where Nicole was like, we were sitting talking and she was like, I don't want him to be bored in the house, you know, and I feel like I'm not doing enough or something. And I was going, Nicole, like this week, he's been to like soft play.
yeah,
He's like been to both his grannies' houses.
Yeah.
He's like went to the park like 3 times. He's like done this, done that. You know, like you've brought him to shops, you've brought him here to see his like friends. And,
Yeah.
so like, yeah, you're doing enough. Like when we were growing up,
Yeah.
it was like you
You
sat in
went out in
front.
the street or played your PlayStation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was it.
And that's I think you have to think back to what were you like when you were a kid. Like it was kids are easily amused.
Yeah.
You need an itinerary for it, the morning and an afternoon. Like I
Yeah.
cannot wait for school to start again.
Really?
Like
Aye.
I'm busted. Like I'm
Yeah.
absolutely
Yeah.
completely beaten down this summer.
like-
Aye.
So
you're like a
hard.
holiday rep.
Oh,
Yeah.
you know, I actually feel like I would come out of a season of holiday repping in better nick than I would out of a season
Really?
of looking after my kids on the summer holidays for sure. You know, like look at the Ibiza final boss. He's the opposite of bald.
know.
He's like got too much hair of anything. You know?
I know. What about him? And he's like,
It's one of those flash in the pan things,
do
isn't
you
it? And-
think?
I like,
It's-
but see when you're like, you see certain things. Like obviously, if you're, you know, depending on what you want to do. Well, like if you get a wee bit of like infamy or fame, and you know it's not a long term thing.
Yeah.
you gotta milk that. It's like that guy needs the
Yeah.
t-shirts, whatever he can get in, for like 3 weeks,
100%.
and just try and load his bank balance as much as he can.
Yeah, he reminds me of like a Lego man.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's like
I
that.
can
He
see
looks like a
that.
Lego man. There should be like a Lego kind of edition or something. I
A
don't know.
Lego Ibiza final boss.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what's mental about him is people have gone, look at this absolute bell end,
Aye.
and just gone and then turned him into an
Into like
absolute
a- yeah.
social media icon,
I know.
and he's just loving it.
He's like, I'm not Bellin.
I know.
But then there was a thing that I saw that was like, oh no, please don't be a collab. But it was he like it was like, do you remember when Trump met Kim Jong Il or Kim Jong Un,
Right.
And they brought him to like North Korea, and they like met, and you're like, these two forces feel like they should not
Yeah.
coexist.
Uh-huh.
There was a meeting between the Ibiza final boss and Bonnie Blue, and I was like, oh no,
Oh, no.
there's two people.
No.
And she was like, do you like it? And he was like, yeah, like it's probably mental, like it's mint. And then I thought she was going to be like, are you going to collab with me? And that would have just blown everything.
no.
I think it was just really a bit awkward then. He was like, right, we've got drinks to have now, like I'm
Stop.
away. And she was like, all right, no worries, I have other things to do. Yeah. It was just really
there
weird.
are some crazy people on the internet when you think about it. Like even like Bonnie Blue, like it's she keeps, even when she goes lower, she goes even lower.
Yeah.
Like, where can you even go from here?
So that there's an example of someone who like had
really maximizes
yes,
it. Yeah.
like had like that 15 minutes of fame, but then has
Oh my
like
God, stretched it
prolonged
out.
it.
did you see
Yeah,
the,
it's
did
just
you see the
stress.
Channel 4? Where
She strats a lot of things.
Yeah.
yeah.
But she, like, she's because there was the other girl who like tried to do something.
Lily
before her,
Phillips, yeah.
but then there was like a clip going on her being really like crying,
Sad,
and you
yeah.
felt awful. You're like, oh
Awful.
no, you should be. But then Bonnie Blue doesn't seem to give a fuck.
She doesn't give
She's
a
like, I just
fuck.
love it.
No.
And you know, fair play to her if that's
No.
what she's into. But it's like she doesn't seem to be bothered at all. And anyone like asks her questions to be like, do you? And she's like, nah, it's
No.
fine. And it's like, there's nothing that can possibly.
I think she gets a
shock her.
kick out of aggravating people.
Yeah.
Doesn't she?
She must be worth. Like, can you do her net worth to find out how much she's worth? Like,
I'd
she
love
must be
to
worth
know.
a fortune now.
Bonnie Blue
I
Net
think
Worth.
I think she makes 600,000 a month. I
Which
think
would do.
Yeah.
Like I would do. I'll keep you out of trouble.
Oh, yeah,
I'd
yeah.
say.
Yeah.
Yeah,
know.
I have.
I would take that.
Yeah.
I might even stop podcasting. In fact,
Really?
So see if you get a load of hate, I'd be like, why is he even doing it? You know what to do.
I know.
Get me up to 600k a month and I'll stop. But
No. Do you know
3 million.
3 million.
3 million? Yeah.
There you go. I mean,
It's
you know
not kicking
what?
the arse like.
No.
You could just live off your probably interest there. You
Mm-hmm.
know, pay off your mortgage and your bills, and just again go around and fuck whoever you want. Really.
I
Yeah.
know.
You know.
Yeah, well, in that sense, it's a bit more than a kick in the arse.
Yeah. It's a lot in the arse. Fair play.
But apparently she doesn't do backdoor. Like she does
Right.
have, that's her limit.
Oh, she's got it.
So
Oh,
she does have, yeah, yeah.
Thank God.
Yes,
One way.
I know that makes everything
One way
I
system.
do. For free. Sorry.
Like that's what entrepreneurship is, isn't it?
Yeah.
You look for a gap in the market, and if Bonnie's
Yeah, a
not doing
gap.
that, you need to
And you
step
fill
in.
And you fell it.
Like Bonnie, let's collab.
Very good. But no, like,
Fair play to her. Fair play to
Aye.
be the final boss for now.
As well.
But you know what'll happen? If he's still kicking about by October, you'll be like, nah, I'm done.
like the
like,
season's over.
Yeah.
The
He'll
season-
see if it had been like 2011, he would have done like
Mm-hmm.
you know, he would have been a guest in box or
Oh,
something.
he'd be,
yeah.
but that'll be Freshers Week. He'll be doing like the club circuit 100%.
That's a good way to earn dough. You probably earn a grand a night at that sort of thing if you're him, maybe more.
Yeah.
Just to go around and get lit.
Yeah.
Would you do that?
Would I?
Yeah.
Oh, aye.
Would you do club appearances? I would.
Now, listen, it all depends on where you are in life and what you're doing, right?
Yeah.
So I'll tell you a true story. Whenever we did Nordy Shore, which is like a piss take at Geordie Shore years ago.
Yes.
We did
Oh my God, I remember this actually.
We did a nightclub appearance in Limavady, and it was at the time they were like, "We'll give you money and you can just get pissed." And I think I was like 24 or 5 at the time. I'm like, it's great, yeah, let's go. And just went and had a free night out, and it was great.
Oh my
But
God.
again, see now, I'd be like, I could think of nothing worse than that. Because I just don't like being A, out of the house, and B, in a nightclub. It would give me anxiety thinking about it. But, because then after, you're going like, do people actually like me? Or are they just like going, haha, look at that. Like, they used to have the travelling circus freaks, the one with the beard, the world's fattest man. And like, the poor conjoined twins to be like, freaks. You pay 2 shillings to look at these weirdos, Like, it's kind of like a version of that nowadays, isn't it?
I know. I always find people coming up like I get that feeling sometimes. I'm like, is this like a piss take or whatever? And I remember one time somebody's like, I was a boy, like, oh here, can I get a photo? And then it was just quickly. I was like, and then he was writing what a wanker or something like that. It's like, I'm right here. You could at least walked away before you fucking wrote it.
Yeah, but you know what? That looks bad on him.
Yeah, because
know,
as soon as he says about Sally and all that, yeah.
But is that are we getting very Robbie Williams biopic here? Do you feel like monkeys like
In a zoo.
in a zoo?
You know what? No, nah, because at the end of the day, also, like I've worked a full-time job for 13 years, and I get to have fun. For my job, and I love it. You know what I mean? And like that's brilliant. And I don't think like no one's going here. Dave, do you want to come to Thompson's and just sit and like have people shake your hand and give food? No one wants that, Like they'll come up to you after a gig, which are great, or if they see you in the street or something, like, all right, Dave, and like you just go, because at the end of the day, they're the people who are affording you the opportunity to be able to live effectively your dreams, like telling jokes and having fun, and with like podcasting is such crack, like it's hard, and people are like, oh God, I don't know how you do it. I'm like, it's easy. You sit down, you have the crack. It's,
just chat. Aye.
And then but sometimes the trick of podcasting, I think, is you have to remember where the line is because you don't want to get into trouble. That's the hardest thing.
And we've had that a couple of times. But it's you have to be, especially I'd say BBC, you'd have to be so I'd say the 2 podcasts that you have, like that would be a wee bit more of a different style, I would imagine, more.
Yeah, but like I think with the parent
everybody's
podcast,
perception of BBC's more, you know.
Yeah, but they still let you have the odd bit of profanity now and then. But I think like it's almost like doing radio. Sometimes you have to just and you have to bite your tongue because obviously you know yourself. You get if you're excited, you're giddy, you're in the moment. Don't say that. Aye, but. I love working in the BBC, and I love the Daddy What's a Podcast came out really well, like in terms of what I wanted it to be. I was delighted with it. So I'm hoping that we can maybe do it again. Is the plan, but we'll see.
Yeah.
So, but in terms like the Sly Guy podcast is just it's just whatever comes into your mind at the time and whoever you're with. Sometimes there are tough edits.
Yes.
Where you have to go, we maybe cross the boundary there a little bit, and you can be joking about stuff that if you're I think with comedians you always know you're joking, so sometimes you go really far but you just assume you're joking, but if you're doing that and it's out there, people will be like, what, he means that, and you're like, no, I really sorry.
What's your process? Because I know like now, what is it? Is it the young lads or
the young boys?
The young boys.
Yeah, I've got the young boys producing the show now. So these guys are like Johnny and Gareth. They are like they're younger guys than me. They know how to do YouTube and TikTok. I'm not about that. So they're like telling me what I need to be doing in terms of like how to post and stuff, and what sort of captions to put on things.
Right.
Because I would be writing like full, like I'm like Carrie Bradshaw. I'm just writing my full opinion on everything. And I'm like, this is, and they're like, no, it's too much. The videos need to be this length. So they're like really opening my eyes about stuff and what. And they've been great. Like since I took a break there over the summer to kind of, because I lost my mojo with it a bit. Yeah. Like it felt like a chore.
And I think when you hit that point, you have to take a break, don't you? Because
totally.
Sometimes I feel like, no offense, Sean, I'm like, oh fuck, we have to do this again every fucking week. And anybody listening, I'm really sorry. Does it ever stop? It's like a hamster wheel, and I can't get off it.
There are sometimes, like I think if you're trying to be funny and silly,
Yeah.
You need to be in the mood for it. Like,
You
if you
have
have
to
a
be.
stinking day
Yeah.
and you just don't find it, it can be whack. Like,
Yeah.
you know, so I think.
But I think what I've quickly learned with this, I think if you can never fake it.
Mm-hmm.
A podcast is completely different. Like, you just gotta, if you're having a shit day,
It's being genuine.
you have to
Yeah.
just be genuine. You know.
But I know. So now there's one of them in the room with you.
Yeah.
When you so they can like note down, right, Dave, I think you should maybe take this bit out or that
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah.
What'd you do before? Like, because it's very easy to
Would you just,
forget
like,
those
upload it,
bits.
like-
I would just be like, I think I said something somewhere, and then if the producer's like, oh, I couldn't find it, I'd be like, oh, well, I guess I didn't say it, and then she just said, what, can you get that cut out? Why you said, but that's a bit too personal about me and all, blah blah blah.
Aye.
You know, and you're like, oh, oops.
See, then it gives you the freaking anxiety
Yeah.
because you walk out and you go, "What the frick did I say?" There?
But then
Yeah.
what I love as well, like I sometimes, I don't know if you're the same. I know maybe 75% of a fact, and I'll say it, and then I'll
I'm
be
40.
like, can you just fact check that for me, just to be sure I've got that right, and they can
Yeah.
they can whip that out, which is always nice. And then I think it's funny too because they kind of like some of the social references I just don't get.
Yeah.
Some of them they won't get. Like, we took a break in the first episode we did back, we were recording, we were talking about who like has sold the most records, and I referenced the Greek singer Nana Muscuri. I'm like, I
Right.
think she's got some of the most, and they were like, who the fuck's Nana Muscuri? And I had to get them to Google it and all. They're like, why are you 70? I'm like, oh, sorry.
I saw that clip. I have
I
no
actually
idea.
seen that clip
I have no
too.
idea who Nana Muscuri is.
I never.
Like, how do you know who
I actually
Nana
did look
Muscuri
it up
is?
after.
Because a wee smug quizmaster got me with it once. Was like, we're
Right.
talking records, and it's actually Nana Muscuri. And I'm like, who the fuck's Nana Muscuri? And then it's like, well, she's recorded every album she's ever done in 15 languages or something. So it's just like,
Oh,
you
so
know,
she's like the Mr. Beast of
Yeah.
like folk music.
yeah, she's
Right.
she's just killing it like across the board. And Nana's worth some dough, like. And then once you hear a funny name, it's hard to forget it. So it's
Nana
in there forever.
Muscuri.
Nana Muscuri.
Yeah.
You know.
And who did you think it was?
Initially, I think someone like Elvis or Michael
Yeah.
Jackson or someone like that, you know, like, but it was her, I think, allegedly. So they fact checked me on that day, which is good to have them. And, you know, it's so far, it's been great. Like,
Yeah.
and like today I had and this again, I'm not a great admin guy, but I had an uploading day. So they were like, here's all the stuff for Patreon, download that, schedule this. So I'm scheduling all week.
Oh.
It's great. And then now I don't have anything else to do the rest of the week, apart from the podcast tomorrow
Yeah.
with Teresa, our friend.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And then so we've gave shout outs to some big artists here on
Yeah.
the show.
So Nana Muscuri,
Nana Muscuri.
Charlie XCX, Avril Lavigne, Katie Price, and Alex Reid. Are we going that far back?
I'm busted.
Busted.
You know? And so who else would you identify as like one of your favorite artists?
This is the thing, right? And I find this question
Yeah.
quite offensive a lot of the time because
Okay.
people are like, who's your favorite? And then you'd say somebody and be like, but they're not the same genre. And I'm like, I know, I'm fluid. I can nip in and
Yeah.
out depending on how I feel the day. Like, there's certain people that I like. Neil Diamond, I'm a big fan of him. I've seen him loads.
Yeah.
He's a different taste. Then there's Busted, I love them too.
Yeah.
I love Korn. I've never seen Korn live before though.
Right.
I like those guys a lot. I'm trying to think who else I would listen to a lot of. At the minute, I think I'm back into Busted again at the minute. 'Cause I like the
Yeah.
I like to show my kids what I
Yeah,
what
but
like.
I think that was the peak time for music, like the millennium to like 2005, 2006.
Yeah.
Anybody within that time period, like that was just.
Me and Nicole always put on like this compilation, and it's like, 2002 to 2005, and it's like we're like 2004 is like our year.
Yeah.
of music, like every song's a hit.
Oh,
There
don't.
was a CD, I can't remember where I heard.
No, that's what I call music. No.
Oh, you know what? That's what I call music. That's
Yep.
what set
Yes.
your interest in music, I think, because
Yes.
you had the two. You had really poppy in the first disc,
In the disc one,
and then you
yes.
had some like maybe a wee bit of Oasis. You had some blurry, like Everything But the Girl in the second one, and like Prodigy, and you're like, oh, I like those too.
Yeah.
So you're sort of getting a wee mix of different things over there. and
That's
it's
right,
great.
actually.
Oh,
I never
yeah.
thought about it like that. That there
Yeah.
would be slightly more alternative.
Yeah.
ones.
Yeah.
Disc one was
No.
always more poppy, so it would have been like say Jamelia,
Yeah.
Superstar.
By the way,
Girls
one of the
Aloud.
greatest ever songs.
Oh, top
Like-
tier.
Yeah, you would have got.
Girls
Disco
Aloud,
dance
Down to the
yeah.
Underground. Yeah.
I was doing my washing the other week, and Jamelia came on shuffle, and I was like, banger.
Uh-huh.
I like, and everybody's talking about, and I said,
Ew,
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 ew. I just love it. I'm like, why does Jamelia not get enough respect in her name? That
She
song
really didn't.
alone is
Yeah.
unbelievable. What a tune.
That's
I like so many
is,
of those
is
songs.
Jamelia a one-hit wonder?
No.
No, but you know what? That's such a
maybe.
good song.
But like, the royalties, like,
Ah, yeah.
if you've one big hit, you don't need any more.
That's it. Like, as somebody that writes music, like I think if I was business savvy,
Yeah.
what you would do is you
One.
would spend every day of your entire life trying to write a Christmas song.
Oh yeah.
Because it's,
But I think Christmas songs I think the door's closed now. I don't think anybody can come
Ed
through.
Sheeran and Elton John done a good job.
Do you know
there.
what? Some people sneak in the door.
Do you
They
think?
don't expect. Like Ariana, Santa baby.
Yeah.
It's
True.
really- and that's kind
Kelly
of
Clarkson.
Oh yeah.
What was hers? No, that's getting like Channel 5 Christmas
Yeah.
movie one. That was not one, no.
That was on the Christmas
But Mariah
playlist.
has the marketing out from like September, so nobody can compete.
Yeah.
Then she's also like that's become her whole thing now.
That's, yeah.
You know, that's
like,
like
she's like, like in an ice capsule or in a freezer, and then she de-ices, and it's like, it's time!
like there are two guys who sleep for seasons.
Yeah.
One is summer and spring is Buble. He's asleep, and then when Christmas comes up, he's like it's risen.
Yeah.
And then whenever he goes to sleep, he somehow wakes up George Ezra, and George Ezra springs up for summertime, and they're the two seasonal guys that just nail it.
Maybe they
every
are the
time.
same person.
They could be,
Yeah.
you know. But and in the darkness, they're another one. I love.
Oh
The
my God, love
Darkness.
the darkness.
But they came in kind of late with a Christmas
Yeah.
classic, Christmas Time Still Let the Bells End.
Oh.
And Gary Jules beat them to Christmas #1 with that cheerful number. Mad
Gary
World.
Jules' Mad World?
Yeah.
Really? Oh no.
Was
I
that
do-
Christmas
That
number
was
one?
Christmas
that year?
#1. That was a
Serious?
fun year. Sticking into your turkey dripping like all around me. Oh no. But then the darkness, they've stood the test of time. I love to see them back on our.
Oh, they were great.
Snow Patrol, love them too.
Ah,
as well.
Yeah, well, yeah. We're doing a quick ad read. Just jumping in from the episode. This is a shout out to our sponsor, which is Wavy Ice. Have you ever tried Wavy Ice?
I've not.
Never.
tried
Right. Well,
Wavy
this
Ice.
is for you this week. After you say you're going to Robbie Williams.
Going to see Robbie Williams at the weekend.
Right, this will be perfect for you, Dave. This is the alcoholic ice pop. So you get 30 inside. You just got to put them in the freezer. We've got What's Good watermelon vodka. We've got bougie black grape and white rum. And then we have got core blimey cola spiced rum. So you've got a mix from rum and vodka based cocktails. Just a nice wee treat.
And hot weather in the tree.
Well, this is it. There's been a bit of a heat wave at the minute, hasn't there?
I have to take
they're
the
really-
bus down.
Taking the bus?
We're too late to get the train. I'm not seeing more.
Really?
Bus. I'm going to be roasted.
Oh,
I'll
stop.
need this.
Well, you'll need an ice pop
Roasted
then.
and steaming.
I know, but then you'll need to bring a wee cool bag, I think.
I bought one in my holidays there.
Did you?
Bought a cool bag, yeah.
Did you?
We
Right.
got it in Portugal, and you know when the language just doesn't quite match up?
Yes.
It says too much hot on it, and I love it.
Yes.
Just too much hot. Keep those in there.
Stop. Like, do you mean like as if like whenever like the English
Broken English.
broken?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's true, the bag is
Too
just
much
too much
hot.
hot.
Too much hot, yes, too much hot. And these are too much hot as well. So, guys, we're going to leave a link in the description section if you want to check out any of the products that Wavy Ice have on their website. Dave, these are for you. There's a wee gift.
Oh, thanks so much.
So you can have them there.
I will send you
What's the
photos of me
percentage of
eating.
alcohol in them, just out of
Let me
curiosity?
see.
Does it say?
25, 6.25. Well,
We wish.
25%.
No, 6.5.
6.25.
6.25. That's a nice wee kick, isn't it?
Aye.
Yes, and obviously drink responsibly, but like I don't think they're gonna have you on your back. Nice wee, just a nice wee social treat.
Aye.
Do you like ice pop, Sean?
I love ice pops.
Yeah, very
And
nostalgic. Maybe giving it to Dave was a bad idea, but you can grab yours now. Stop. You can grab yours now. Check out the description section. The link will be there. And thanks again to Wavy Ice for sponsoring this episode. We're going to jump back into it.
Yeah.
I had a friend that met Gary. Did I ever tell that story? She's a big Snow Patrol fan. She met Gary like Buddy in Urban Outfitters, right? So she got a photo and like she's tiny and he's really tall. And she uploaded the photo on Facebook. Like, just she was so obviously like excited that she met Gary like Buddy from Snow Patrol that she just posted it. And kind of like you know, you needed the people to check your content and stuff. Don't just fuck it up. She was wearing a pair of jeggings and she had like the biggest camel toe that you could ever. So like just the fact that a camel toe was in a picture with Gary like Buddy from Snow Patrol and then everybody commenting being like, oh my God, your camel toe. And I'm talking like girls, anybody listening, you know what jeggings were like they really yoink right up. And it was just like, yeah.
I can't believe people would have like actually
Said it?
said
Oh, people comment, but this is 10 years ago. Facebook was savage, yeah.
No, I would have just
So
kept
filter.
stum.
You know, like a
"By the
comment
way."
would be like, "Oh my god, you have a camel toe, ha ha ha. How's the family?" X, you know.
See, now you're afraid of like you're going to comment something and then it's
You're
going to
then
get
you're
brought up at a
cancelled,
HR
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
meeting. And
But then I think as well, like when you actually read stuff in words and
Yeah.
in a sentence, you're like, that's not delivered with the tone and the cadence that it was meant. It actually, like, see if you ever read court files, you're like, oh dear.
Yeah.
You know, be like, but I said it in a different way.
Yes.
You know, like see if you were to go, oh, you're such a fucking bitch.
Yeah.
You know, you're like, you know what I said, but see if you write it down, you're such a fucking bitch. You're like,
It sounds
oh dear.
the,
You know?
the tone.
And judges don't deliver it with the correct sass.
Yeah.
You know, they don't have the tone, they don't have the sass. They're very matter of fact, always under their glasses. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So I think you need to.
So it can really sway off the jury, I think.
Yeah.
But like a Facebook, so I think it was meant more in like an LOL, like great
Yeah.
to see your camel toe,
aye.
as opposed to like
You're
Yeah.
fucking stinking
Yeah, but
camel.
would you not, if you're a friend, be like, listen, just a wee message on the side. That is great with Gary Lightbody, but I
Yeah.
mean, I think it's more the camel
know.
toe
You
is
should
a
have cropped
big-
it.
Yeah, just crop the camel toe
Aye.
out. You know,
But I'm not gonna. I remember saying like the camel toe looked great. If she ever listens to this, she will be mortified. Like,
I mean, that's a
I
weirdest
haven't said her
compliment
name at
ever.
any point. Please
No,
tell me
you
no. We're
haven't.
good, okay? Because I can't. But I know, like it was. I don't know. I'm now gonna draw it. It was proper, like boom, boom, boom. Do you know, like it had like full some and the.
Yeah.
It was
an
very-
advert.
Yeah, it was like a Not that I'm in the camel toes, obviously, but like yeah.
I
Did,
met- I
did it
met him
remain
before.
up?
What?
Did it remain up?
The
Or
remain
did
up.
Did it stay online or did she take it down?
I think she took it down. So
Cropped
it's
it.
just it's one for the archives.
Yeah.
But it's bittersweet because she met Gary Lightbody and she wanted the world to know.
Yeah.
But then she didn't need
And
the
she
world
can't
to know
even
that.
she can't even like put it in the family photo up and be like, "There's that time I met Gary Lightbody."
Yeah.
But then that's like the time whenever my first daughter was born, I was so excited. I had some photos from the hospital. I just sent them into the group with my mum and dad and sister. And there was one with just my wife's full boob out. And the baby was just on it, but full boob. And then
Yeah.
she was like, did you? I was like, oh shit, I sent it like my mum and dad. Oops. You know? And my just sheer moment of excitement. Maybe it's the same thing, like the light body excitement.
Yeah. But
I
then
didn't-
maybe. But then I think that's different. I think that's birth. That's natural.
He must just have that effect on
Camel
people.
toe
Yeah.
unnatural.
No, don't cancel me.
Yeah, Gary Lightbody just must make people go crazy because
Yeah.
I had an experience with him a couple of
Really?
years ago.
Apparently a really lovely guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he really is. I ran into him in the Ulster Hall. Mm-hmm. And
Did you have a camel toe?
and I had a massive rage and moose knuckle.
I love you're just chatting to him and not even realise you're just pulling your trousers up. You're like, I don't know what this power he has over me.
Left
Camel
ball,
toe,
right
man.
ball.
I was talking to him, and I just said hello and blah blah, and like walked away.
Yeah.
Then the caller was like, "Sean, you need to go back and like say to him you're in a band and all. It's Gary Lightbody." And
Yeah.
and I was going, "No, I'm scundered. No, I'm not doing that. I don't like that." And she was like, "No, do it." And I was like, "Well, what am I going to do? Am I going to say this is my band, blah blah blah?"
And here's my
like,
business card or
I was like, he's never going to remember. He's at a gig. He's like, and she was like, write it down on something. And I was like, I don't have anything with me. And she was like, I'll get you something.
Uh-huh.
And she came back with toilet roll. And and she's like, and I got a line of a Sharpie from the bar.
Well, at least it was a Sharpie and not a biro, but keep going.
yeah.
Yeah.
That was something at least.
But then what did you like? Imagine if you balls that up, like if you go to give him and you don't say what you say and you just reach out with a scrumpled bit of toilet roll and go, I really like you. You're
Yeah,
like,
aye.
what are you giving me? What is in this toilet paper, you weirdo?
I had a few drinks in me, and then somehow both of us at the same time thought this was a good idea. Just started scribbling down all my details on on this toilet roll.
And have you heard from him?
And I never did.
Gary.
Did you give it to him though?
I did.
And what did he say when you give it to him?
He was like, "Thank you very much for this." But so he might have thought it nicely. I was trying to like hit on him with like just hand.
oh, like a call. Oh, like a bit of toilet roll.
But I was just like, no. I was like, here, this is my band. I would really appreciate if you go and listen to us. At no point did I say sorry that it's on a piece of toilet
Yeah.
paper.
Yeah.
So like, if anybody handed me a piece of toilet paper, I would throw it in the bin.
Yeah. I think so.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, like my mom would always give me like a tissue whenever I'm leaving the house, like just in case you need one. Yeah. And I'm like, fuck off, mom. You know, like it's a.
Like women of a certain age love to
What
just
is-
make
what is
sure
that
you're laden
about?
with tissues. I don't know,
Yeah.
like it's like my granny she used to have a cloth ones like properly.
then-
and,
oh, really?
the
Oh,
proper,
right.
Yeah. And they'll always turn me because my granda would use them and then they'd be all hard and all. You have them in the wash. You're like, oh, you're stinking.
Aye.
Pollute, would you, instead of being rotten? Yeah, stinking. But no, even like, and I don't know whether it's just been come up because like there's a lot more tissues kicking around our house now. I think it's because the 4-year-old
Yes.
is just stinking all the time, like dirty
fair.
face and
Oh,
nose.
God,
God
love
love
her.
her.
Oh, but would you carry a packet of tissues?
You know what?
I find that a bit like, do you know what I mean? Like, you know, like that'd be like rectangle of Kleenex, like in your pocket.
I need,
Oh,
to,
do you need, like, do you
I
need
need to have a
tissue?
packet in the car.
Really?
At all times. Like, because I have bad allergies.
Oh, right.
Okay.
So
I just love driving. You know, really love it. You know?
I just need to stop off the side of the road, you know. But
You know,
like
they are handy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like chewing gum's another thing. Like I always chew
Yeah.
chewing gum, so you always need something to put it
To
into.
put it out,
You know,
yeah.
'cause you don't want to just be thrown in the street.
No.
big polluter.
Do you remember the big campaign about that with like the chewing gum? Was it not like a £50 fine if you're caught like stubbing your chewing gum in the ground?
Shit.
But then how do you enforce that? That's what annoys me because I would love to do. That would be something I would
Yeah.
love to do.
You'd be like a traffic warden for
citizen's
chewing gum.
arrest, Yeah.
Yeah.
Or dog poo.
Really?
Oh, I think you should
Oh,
be.
the dog poo thing's a joke, isn't it?
Disgrace.
Yeah.
I actually think that should be upgraded to like life in prison or capital punishment if you're a prolific dog poo
Yeah.
leaver.
I have a friend that lives in the countryside and will never pick up the dog's dog shit. And their analogy is, well, we live in the country. What's our thoughts? Is that, do you think causes rural?
No, you can still stand that.
Yeah.
You know, and then that ruins your day. And if it gets in your eyes, you're blind.
Really?
But that's the old wives' tale, isn't it? Like always growing up, if dog poo gets in your eye, you're blind.
Serious?
Yeah, isn't that? That's like an urban myth or an urban legend. Don't
I've
put dog poo in your eye.
I've heard tale of this as well
Yeah.
through the grapevine.
So allegedly, so like, and that's one thing I was always brought up with. Like, it's
Really?
never put dog poo in your eyes. So there's no dog shit face mask. Which I mean, I'm surprised that's not been a TikTok trend. You know, I think that's of all the things they do, is pick up a big steamer off the footpath, D Street, and just stick it around your face. Beautiful.
Detox.
But yeah, I just think it's so easy, and then I think it leads into other aspects of your life too. If you don't pick up your dog dirt. You know?
So, but like, if you're like, do you mean like your actual character, like people that don't pick up dog shit, well then they don't do this or they, yeah.
Correct. It's like
Yeah.
I remember I saw this guy. He was like an old drill sergeant, and he was doing like an end of year, like you know, like graduation in the school in America. And he was chatting about making your bed. And this like clip, I don't know if you've seen it. He was like, the first thing you should do when you wake up every day is make your bed, because then that's the first task achieved of the day, and that will set you up
Yes.
for a day. And I just think, yeah, I do that every day now. I make my bed straight away, and then I'm like, that's one thing achieved. So if I do, and then the thing he says, if you do nothing else the rest of the day, you've achieved one thing. If you have a great day, you know, go on to do loads
Yeah.
more. And if you have a shit day, you come back to a made bed. I'm
Yeah.
like, that's a great. bit
That's
of
it,
advice,
yeah.
you know? Which is
That
nice.
that's like I would have done like youth work and stuff before and see
Did you?
yeah, I used to be a
Really?
youth worker, so like
Do you know what? I can see it.
Yeah.
Can you? I
yeah.
can, yeah.
Like I loved it. Actually I thought it was
Have you ever
very
watched Tracy
rewarding.
Beaker? Do you remember
I
Cam?
wasn't big into Tracy Beaker.
You're given Cam.
Yeah.
You remember her? No.
don't remember.
Sorry, she has that.
Is this another
It's
Annie
given.
fucking moment?
Yeah.
But giving cam's another thing as well. Like you settle people around you, you're giving cam.
Yeah. You're also, yes.
I do give calm.
Yeah. I can see it.
But if there was like kids that were like, you know, they weren't turning up for like sessions or whatever, or you felt that maybe they were a bit down
Yeah.
or whatever, like that's the type of advice like you sort of gave them. Is it like, you know, make your bed, you know, get yourself washed, and at least if you can get up out of bed, some of them.
Sorry, I don't know why I'm laughing.
That's one of those moments where you just don't know how to react. You told me something very traumatic earlier, and I was the same way. I couldn't stop myself from smiling.
No, I need to tell it. Sorry. I was just I didn't know how. Sorry.
Listen, oh, you're really low.
Loser!
Can't make your bed out of a shower, you dung.
No, sorry. I'm just sorry. I'm just not good at serious. I don't know. I was just getting very serious, and I don't know.
Yeah.
Do you ever get like nervous laughs? Yes.
Like at a funeral. That's where you're like,
Don't.
Yeah, you'll never laugh as hard as you do in a funeral. Like.
no.
Oh, don't.
But I said, imagine you as a youth worker. You're like, Gerry, I just feel so bad. You're like, do you?
I'm going to hell. Oh, that's me about, I'd say, 25 steps down in purgatory now. Oh, God.
But they like the wee things do, you know.
Yeah.
They do help.
Mm-hmm.
They do
Yeah.
No,
help.
but like back to that's bring it back to what were you saying, Sean? Sorry.
Because some of these kids, they would have lay in bed all day.
No, I get
watching
you,
TV,
I get you.
playing like Xbox or whatever, and
Yeah.
like so you were just saying like, at the very least, get out of bed.
I can't. No, keep going. Sorry, I'm gonna try. Sorry. Fuck.
So if any of you guys out there are feeling a bit low, contact Gerry and he will laugh at you.
I'm really sorry. I've lost all
Mental health awareness.
No, stop, no, you know, no, don't you dare. You know I'm all about the, like, no, that's the same. Everybody, listen, don't you even
10th
dare
of
come for
October,
me.
Mental Health
No,
Awareness
fuck
Day.
off, Dave. Fuck off. No. You know I'm a big mental health advocate. No, don't be at that now. Don't fuck off. I hate you all. It just was a nervous laugh. Right, keep going, but let's finish. No, I do want to get to the end.
These losers are in bed all day.
Stop, fuck off.
I don't even know how to finish it.
Playing Call of
Doesn't end
Duty.
up as laughing.
Just get to the point.
That's it.
Oh,
the
right,
point is
okay.
we just told the kids, at least, same as Dave, if you just get at least got out of bed, then like, you know, that's an improvement.
Yeah.
And it made them feel better about themselves. Then they would gradually
Yeah,
start
but
like
the
coming
film
around.
class. See if you just even make your bed. Like that's a success for your shitty
Yeah.
life. You know? For goodness sake. No, but it's definitely the first step to an improved. Oh dear. Oh no. Dear. But yeah, it's
Wouldn't want to be you.
but it's a no. Joking aside, it's an important step. Okay. You know, because what is it they say about the longest journeys, Gerry? They start with the first step. And to achieve anything in life, you need to start somewhere.
Yeah.
If that's just getting out of bed today, that's a success. Chalk that off, and maybe the next day you'll get out of bed and go to the toilet in the bathroom as opposed to the corner of your bedroom. Everything is an improvement each day.
Stop.
That's our quote.
Success.
Sometimes if we'll have a quote on the podcast.
But I do agree with all that. But I don't know. Just someone just caught me there.
You
but
just got the giggles.
you got the giggles. But no, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Where do we go from here?
But no, mental health is a serious
Stop,
condition
don't you
nowadays, and you should speak to someone if you're feeling low. And
Yeah.
you know, and if you are feeling low, everyone does. So don't just think
Yeah.
you're your own.
Dave,
you're
have you
about
done
No,
anything
that's serious,
exciting
yeah.
lately?
I'm actually so I am actually going to be embarking in, this is not even a joke, a cycle for Action Mental Health. That's not even a joke. Leading up to Mental Health Awareness Day on the 10th of October, yeah. 10th, 9th, 8th of October.
No, and that's
Yeah.
that's
I'm doing cycling around.
fantastic.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
is.
cycling to raise awareness. So this was all a joke. This
Yes.
is also we're a big
We're
serious,
relating
so
to
that's-
this moment. Yes.
Yeah, so that's what we're getting towards.
Yes.
But that will be exciting. But I'm
Yeah.
absolutely also shitting myself about it because I haven't cycled from almost a child.
And how far do you have to cycle?
I think it's like 400 miles over 3 days, which
Oh my
is too,
God.
it's too much. Because
Jesus.
like, to be fair, they were great. We did a stand up, showed them stand up for mental health last year.
Yeah.
It went great, raised a lot of money, and they were like, "Do you want to have a meeting and chat about it?" And I said, "Yes." They're like, "We're going to do it again." I said, "Great." It's because it's a great cause just to help with. And then they were like, we think we'd like to do that again, but with another idea for something. They're like, "Would you like to help us with something?" I said, "Anything you need, because it's a great cause, whatever." And like, "We think it'd be pretty cool. We're doing a cycle. You should do it." And I said, "Oh yeah, of course I'll do it, but I mean, I'll need to check with my wife and my parents and stuff first, because they might be like, 'Don't be doing that. That's ridiculous.' And then if they say they can't, I'll be like, 'Oh no.'" I thought to both of them, be like, "That's so stupid. You can't do that." And both of them were like, "Great idea."
Yeah.
So now I have to do it. So it's going to be an experience. So keep we out and
So
things.
where do you
See on the
go?
bike. I have to go around all their like offices.
Oh
in
my
Northern
God.
Ireland. So it's like starts at I thought they had like 3. And I thought I'd be going Newtonards to Belfast, Lisburn, home.
Yeah.
You know. But no, they're up in Derry, they're in Craigavon,
Oh
they're
my
in
God.
Enniskillen. It's everywhere. You know, so it's to raise awareness, and then we're finishing.
Yeah.
I'm going to cycle. Well, I mean, I don't know why they've left this for the last bit. I have to cycle up to Stormont, and then be like, "Guys, do better."
Yeah.
So, it'll be so bad. I'll get up and then, like, the health minister will be like, "By the way, with this clip you did with Gerry laughs in the podcast, we don't know if we're taking any advice from you. You two heartless buggers." I'm like, "No."
Stop. But no, but
That'll be fun, but
Yeah.
I'm also
and is it just yourself doing it?
It's me and a few other guys
Yes.
as well, yeah.
Uh-huh.
So it'll be an experience.
That'll be a challenge, though.
Yeah,
Like,
so once my kids go back to school, I'm just
That's
on
you
the
training for
exercise
it.
bike and dieting. And another thing,
Yeah.
by the way, health minister, they're tripling the price of Manjaro, and I've been using that to lose
Really?
weight, and I can't afford it anymore. So I'm just going to have to go natural again. What is this? But I've been used to the needles, so I might just go the opposite way and start using like growth hormone and steroids.
Oh,
And
no,
stuff
don't.
To just become a performance enhanced, like a Lance Armstrong. I might even lob a ball off just for authenticity. Go
Stop.
for the works. But yeah, I'm nervous see about getting on the roads. Like I could cycle around like a park or something, but on the fucking.
Oh, it's gonna be tough. Have you been
Yeah.
training for it?
I mean, I've been on my static bike for an hour and a half over the last 3 weeks, so I mean, I think it's really good.
you know what? It's good.
I mean, I did 2 days in a row and that was it, and then I sort of stopped.
But I believe it's all about adrenaline. I remember with the marathon, I only did a relay, but I done like the glory leg, and I didn't train for it. And then the adrenaline gets you through it.
Yeah. See, I did the marathon the last couple of years. I did last year, did the last leg, and it was so awful.
Yeah.
And then I had like anxiety about doing it this time, but did the first leg, and I actually quite enjoyed it. I think
Yeah.
because I've done it once, you had to have in your mind how tough and all it'll be.
Yeah.
But I bought these super tight socks for last year,
Rough.
and I was like, I couldn't feel my feet after it's
Aye.
kicked off. It's
Yeah.
awful. But you know what? Again, raising money for a cause. It's
Yes.
not about my suffering and pain.
No.
And it was good fun. You know?
No, and I think that's the thing. If it is for something else, I think you can actually push yourself through it. But that'll be
Yeah.
fantastic. And then what's the charity then?
It's actually mental health.
Actually mental health.
So, we're just trying to, so as people don't have the stigma of mental health and laugh
Yeah.
at it anymore.
Yeah, and then if you don't mind me asking, would you have ever had any mental health? I would have mental health.
Yeah, you know what?
I'm batshit.
I think like
Yeah.
that was kind of the thing. I think maybe that sort of got me a bit involved with
Yeah.
that kind of thing. Was on podcasts really was like.
Yeah.
I think I was probably like a lot of people. You feel feelings and you just think, oh. This is life, or I can't cope, or this and that, and it's all down to me and this and then like it was only whenever we had our first child that my wife had postnatal depression, and I was like, sure, why don't you go for a walk? Go and see a few of your mates. She's like, no, it's a cat, and I was like, no, it's not. Like and then I learnt that it was like a chemical
Yeah.
thing that went on, and I had to actually educate myself because I was so ignorant to it.
yeah.
And I was trying to help her, and I was like, I obviously want to,
Yeah.
but what's the best way to do that? And I was like, well, just listen and be there to help. Don't try to preach. Don't try to be like, you should do this, you should do that. And then through that, like leading up to us getting married, I think we moved house. I'd been moved jobs against like because we had bought a house in Bangor, and I was based my job in Newtonards, and then my manager, without just any rhyme or reason, was like, we're going to base you in Lisburn now. I'm like, I've just bought a house. Like, I'm going to be an hour away, and that happened. Then we're getting married, and I just found myself just feeling wick.
Yeah.
And to the point that my wife was like, you haven't washed in like 3 days. And I was like afraid to go to the gym, like not wanting to go, but like in myself, like actually, like I would have almost fought, like certainly verbally, to be like, no, don't fucking make me do this.
Yeah.
And then it was like, I didn't know what was going on. And then I went to the doctor, thankfully I had a chat with him. He had like recommended I take antidepressants, and then when I did the maths, which I'm not great at, but I worked it out that they would have just kicked in just in and around the day I was getting married. And I was like, I want to have a party. You know what I mean? I want to get on the beers. I want to get. I don't want to be like fucking on antidepressants and wedding wise up.
Yeah.
So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to try to, just try to handle it. And I just found speaking to the doctor, having someone say that to you, and I was like, okay. He's like, this is what's wrong. This is how you handle this. But that helped me. Yeah. And since then, I was 8 years ago, 7, 8 years ago now that happened with him, and ever since there's been times like where I felt myself go into down into like feeling not to that level, but like you feel you're going, and I think having had the tools to recognize it, even say to someone, like I would say to my wife sometimes, like if you're in a mood, you don't always have a reason that you're in a mood. It might just be your hormones, it might be what you're feeling. So like the other day I was just felt weak. I said to her, listen, I just need to let you know I'm in bad form. I don't know why. It's nothing to do with you guys. So just like be aware that I'm in it. And then she was like, all right, okay. And then after maybe half an hour it was fine, but again, because we'd had that chat, it didn't maybe escalate into like having an argument about something, or like she might have done something that I might have snapped, and it would end up being. So I think communicating and then not being afraid to say, listen, I'm struggling, or if you need to go and get medicated, you go for it, and know the people to talk to. If there are counselling services out there, there are places like Action Mental Health, like Aware, other places out there, again, Samaritans if you need to talk, places like that. And I just think having the conversation and not making people feel like they don't know how to deal with it. I think that's kind of.
And I think that, and the thing is, it's like, in a serious note, though, I know that I had like the giggles there, but we would talk a lot about mental health like on here. Yeah. But I think that's the problem, is I think there's still that taboo. Yeah. With it, I think a lot of people are maybe.
But you know what? Like some people might roast us for again going, oh, 1 minute you're laughing and the next you're being serious. But I also think too that if you're serious about everything all the time, fuck, it's boring. Yeah. Like you should be able to joke about stuff. Yeah. Yes, it can be taboo. Yes, it can be a bit close to the bone. But it's very clear that that's not our actual feelings. We're just
no.
So I think that we should have, and even if we're having this silly.
But then I find laughter is like one of the greatest medicines. Like, I think there's been times in my life, and I'm talking when real fucked up shit's happened, right? And the only thing I can do is laugh. Yeah. And I'm literally like you would think there was a demon inside me. I'm like pissing myself. My friends are like, you all right? And I'm like, I don't know how else to like actually, release this emotions. You know what I mean? But like laughter is one of the greatest medicines. I do believe if you don't laugh, you'll cry. I do believe
I was
in
just
that.
About to say,
I really do.
Sure, if you didn't laugh, you'd cry.
Yeah.
See those moments. It's like the best thing. It's very cathartic.
But you're releasing it's like a dopamine or But then it's I do find people that say like with comedians. I know for me, very much the entertainment world, I love nearly making people laugh or putting on a show or being like nearly seeing other people smile. I nearly see it as like a therapy to me to deal with my own shit.
That's in a way. That's some of the best bit about it. Thankfully now it's not been so much like that I can remember in the last wee while. But I remember there was a period of time there where gigs were really pissing me off, and I was stressed out in the house. And I remember literally being backstage, being like, I wish I was anywhere but here. And you almost just go, and put on a performance, and you see them all, and then you come off, and you're like, you know what I mean?
And it floors you,
You have to do that because you're like, at the end of the day, people are paying to have a good time here. They don't want to see fucking muggins. But then, like I was saying, or like if you get into it with someone and they're just pissing you off, and then the real grumpy you might come out and be like, that doesn't help.
No,
doesn't help anything. But I think like I just think we're all so weird and different. Like people handle things in different ways and stuff that you think that's not a big deal to you might be massive to someone else, and vice versa. You know what I mean?
100%.
And I think like I think we all just need to be a little bit more patient. Like that's the thing I think.
Yeah, patient. Yeah.
Like in the world at the minute, everybody like has an opinion on everything.
No, I would say as well, like it's very much like I think everybody nearly thinks they're like on a jury service or something. Like everybody's very ready to point a finger or condemn people. Like even say like like remember Michaela McCollum? Yeah, she's on Celebrity SAS and then she's getting trailed. Like why is she on that show or whatever? Blah 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 blah. And I'm like, right, well she served her time. She done whatever. She's been remorseful. Like, are you gonna hold that till her forever? Amen. People are always ready with like the pitchfork. But then that's why. But then when we're talking about the mental health thing, this is why people don't naturally open up because we've made it a very judgmental society where people can't You know,
Yeah.
we are all different. We all process things different ways, or
But
you know,
one thing I've certainly noticed with some people is like, obviously online comments and stuff you're going to get if you put anything
Yeah.
out there, you're going to have people with an opinion.
course.
I found a lot of times like a lot of people giving it out to you, or it's not because they hate you, it's because they're just feeling shit themselves.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like I had someone say something to me recently when I was out, and I was like, you're just like, the facts you're saying to me are entirely false. Like, you don't know me at all. You're assuming I have this wonderful, easy life, which it's like anyone else's. And I was like, the only reason you're doing that's because you feel shit in yourself. And like, and that's why that was my way of going, like, I'm not going to let that annoy me because that's their problem. And it was like, I think sometimes, people need to, if they want to say something horrible to somebody, maybe just don't, or else go and do something else, or free your mind with some peace elsewhere. You know what I mean? And make your fucking bed.
Yeah,
You know, you
back
gotta
to that.
make your
Yeah,
bed,
make your bed. Yeah,
Maybe but
yeah.
Do you make your bed?
Yes. So now I've got the giggles out of the way, so we can't go. We don't need to go back into it again.
you know what? He's a fucking nightmare, right? Because he's got a wee funny face on
does-
it, and he goes,
doesn't
and he's got a
he?
cheeky wee, and you can set someone up for that because
and
that's funny sometimes.
Yeah, he set me fucking up.
It's a cheeky sparkle you've got. It's an impish smile, yeah.
It is, and you can't. Yes, and the worst part is none of these ones listening or watching has ever seen his fucking face. So they can't even see it.
It's a glint. It's an evil glint.
Because there's like a wee there's a blink. He does this blink thing, and it blinks, and and that's what threw me off. And I was like, is he being serious here? I couldn't work it out. And then you say it, and then it sounds satire, but you fucked me over there. Sorry, I'm still not over
because
it.
you know what? See, whenever you're doing this,
I want to be Miss Northern Ireland next year, and I'm not letting him fuck up my plan, okay?
Because what you heard, right, was I did youth work. This is how it was delivered. I did youth work.
You didn't see that bit. You didn't see
And
that
you're like,
bit.
that's not the face of somebody that should be doing youth work. That's the face of somebody who legally should not be allowed to do youth work. But he set us up.
He completely set us up. Yeah, like Dave's cycling for fuck's sake for mental health. Like, don't no.
But no, that's the one thing. I'll be honest, I'm most stressed out about. Is I don't want the figure hugging gear. I don't want to be in full lycra. I don't want my camel toe to be out. I don't want that to be seen. I want the loose fitted gear.
Gerry for some reason.
I'll be next to Michelle O'Neill and Emma Pengelly just with
your bike.
my big long balls that I have now tucked up in my belly button. Gross.
And Guy, like, buddy, oh my god.
Just lurking in the background like the BFG. Oh, Gary. Like, I have so many. Like, I think I've said my stories about Gary like Buddy so many times, but he is always there in awkward experiences in my life. Like,
Really?
actually, he lives close to where my parents live.
Oh, right, okay.
And there was a time I was at Christmas drinks and it was really, really icy. I had fallen.
Oh, God.
And then this big gangly character in the shadows, like the start of the BFG, came past and laughed at me and then bounded on. So I got up, dusted himself off, walked on about 50 metres. He's on the floor. It was Gary Lightbody. And
Did he slip?
He slipped and fell as well. So then he was going down this road where my parents live as well, and I was like, here, my dad's coming to get me. It's far too slippy and dangerous. Do you want to lift? And he was like, yeah. So that was like back in the days before like phone cameras were really great. So I had this old blurry photo of Gary Lightbody in the back of my dad's car.
My God.
Which was great. And then another New Year's Day, he was out for a sea swim, and I just got my dog. My dog just burst off the lead. I let him off the lead to try him, but then he just jumped through the bushes in amongst all the sea swimmers, and he had empty Gary Lightbody's bag out and stuff in the street, and I'd be like, oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh, stop.
So me and him have some embarrassing moments together.
Oh my God.
But he's always a gentleman, always a really nice guy.
I think I've maybe met him once. I think it was the Spirit of an Eye Awards maybe he was at.
And you're allowed at those after the way you just got on there.
Don't you dare.
I can't imagine you at the next Spirit event when they're playing the wee VPs at the start.
I'll let you never be back, let's be real. But I was doing like we'll not call it the red carpet, like but you know me how bad I am. Like, I'm so not like journalistic. So I was like who the fuck is like Ian whatever, like, like people that were like in Harry Potter, and the only person I knew was like, oh, there's Gemma Garrett. Like,
but you know what, that is a thing too,
I didn't know anyone.
See, if you're in like in media or whatever, it's so sly to assume you know everybody.
Yeah.
Like, people should still introduce themselves
I
always.
know. Oh, I 100%.
And I think like when so and so come, like there's a amount to see like YouTubers. I don't know these guys. The side men, I'm like, I don't know these guys.
No, I'm the same as you, yeah.
You know, and I'd love for people just like, and people don't have names really anymore.
No.
You know, like I'm like Boogie Monster. I'm like, all right, nice to meet you, Boogie Monster. And this is my friend KP, and I'm like, I don't know all these guys. Or,
No.
You know,
I see. I wouldn't really follow any out there, but the Spirit and I would have been more like, say, like James Nesbitt was there, and you know all like the usual ones, and then the fella from Coronation Street, McDonald.
Oh,
he was there. Yeah. The fella from Give My Head Peace, like you know all the usual. Yes. Yeah. So all them, but I wouldn't have knew much about them, so I was just like kind of like. So, like, are you looking forward to the dinner? Like, I didn't.
I know, but what do you expect from you? Imagine, like, you go in, like, some sort of, like, Rain Man knowledge and knowing everything about everybody. Yeah. You can't.
No.
To go full circle on this podcast, before we finish up, I asked Nicole to send me, well, we're talking about Charlie XCX.
Bonnie Blue's net worth? No.
No.
Oh,
we got that 3 million.
3 million?
3 million.
But you know what? It's not to be sniffed at.
No.
But actually, I wouldn't like to be sniffing a lot when I'm in and around her activities.
No,
sure
no,
the freshest.
I left that pause because I was like, sniff Bonnie Blair's going to be something.
Beds aren't being made in that house.
No.
There's no point. No. Let's be round again.
Very good.
We were talking about Charlie XCX and you being you know, Charlie XCX from before you were before it was cool. I was brought before Brat was a thing.
Yes.
Because
you worked in the youth centre.
Yes.
Yes.
No, because and because of my suitcase, right? And because I've been packing to go away again here. I got this suitcase about 5 years ago, right? And when I looked at it again this week, I was like, that is the most Brat suitcase of all time.
Oh my god! Wow.
Like, how much would you pay for that now?
Oh my god!
Now is you popping off.
Yeah.
You need to bring sass to the airport
Do you know,
trolley.
and you can't see it there, but the wee like luggage tag is also like personalised. It says Sean McD. Like,
oh, does it?
In an apple shape.
I gave her the marketing idea.
Sean, I can't imagine you with that kind of suitcase.
No, that's a very
that's
suitcase.
Cool.
But you know, that's a good one because you'll
Sorry,
always want that.
As if Sean's not. Sorry, Sean. No. But it's very edgy.
Yeah.
It is.
But very like fresh garbage.
When that comes out, you're like, oh, it's time to holiday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I used to have a big bright orange one, but as soon as I put it out, it got stinking and I was raging. I was like,
really?
Money. I thought it's just going to be neon orange forever, and then it's all dirty and grubby. I felt wasn't Brat.
No, but well, I don't see any logic in having a big fancy one because then, sure, around the belts, I think I've had 2 cases that have broke. Do you know, from the belt?
Yeah, I know, because they just fuck them down. They have no respect about what's in it.
No,
that's a disgrace.
No.
Speaking of which, see like Brat and the Brat movement. Do you want that to be someone like you're living with? Like, do you want your boyfriend, your wife, or whatever to be like
enjoying Brat,
or would you like being Brat, or would you be like, can you just knock us Bratness off just for a bit? Can you just be a bit more chill?
I think maybe Brat on a Saturday night, but that would be about it.
Yeah.
I think like vegan but not actually vegan, like, you know, like more earthy.
I get you.
Wholesome.
Yeah, you wanna be like Brat in the uni campus. You don't want to be Brat in your early 30s.
Yeah.
Like,
no.
You know what I mean?
No.
So nice in the streets and Brat in the sheets, and then get up the next morning and make your bed.
Yes.
That's what you're looking. Yeah. I'd be like, I think Brat can just be a little bit much. You know, if you're like, see if you're weird hungover or something, you're a bit fragile. Like, I don't need this Brat attitude. Like,
no.
You know? And to me, I have 2 Brats. Like, one especially, one's quite nice, and the other's a fucking nuisance. Like, she's a real like a bad, like, and she just like, we had a problem with her the other day, and like in the car we were like, if you keep this up, we're gonna have to stop and get you out of the car and leave you here. And my wife was like, do you want us to do that? And she went, don't care. She's 4. So we had to drive up to the petrol station and stop. I was like, get out. And she's like, nah. And we were looking at each other like, what do we do now with this child? And then I was like, I know, orphanage. Boom. So even like, I was like, we'll take you to the orphanage.
And that worked?
Yeah, and then we made her watch Her Name is Matilda. We made her watch the movie Matilda. And I said, like, Miss Trunchbull, you know why she got sent out? She now works at the orphanage, and you go in the chokey. And that's the only thing that'll make her, when she's really bad, like, behave.
Stop.
Yeah.
And see if that doesn't work, you know what you should do the next time? show a photo of Sean.
Yeah, you'll end up having to
go to the youth centre that Sean works in. Sorry, that's his son. Stop it, right, Dave? What's coming up then? So, and show wise,
well,
there's always so much going on with the comedians, which is class to see, obviously.
I've gone the opposite. I took a bit of a time out to write a new show. So I just did my first work in progress at the weekend there. So like the first what will become a new. So I'd imagine it'll be like a show sort of February, March time next year coming up, and it's just the relaunch of the podcast with the Sly Guy podcast back. I'd love to have you on actually sometime as well.
Yes, I'll be there.
And it's been going really well. So shout out to the young boys who've been helping me with that, and just been pushing that and bits and bobs and other things as well. So it's, you know what, I'm fingers in as many pies as we can have.
Well, this is it. Same as Bonnie Blue as well, and you know, if we want the 3 million net worth, and in order to do that, you've got to have your fingers in as many pies, don't you?
Or have as many fingers in your pie.
Oh, very good.
So yeah, like listen, I mean, and I'd say if anyone doesn't like me, you know, and wants me to stop, I need to be earning 600k a month like Bonnie Blue, and then I'll retire. Yeah, I'll retire happily.
You'll just same as me, which I think I likely will be retired after this.
No, but you know what? Everybody,
I make it on that bike as well. What do you do?
People have a sense of humour. This is a funny podcast, and it's only just
as
silly.
a disclaimer.
And you know what? See, off the podcast, we're just really nice, caring, helping the community guys, charity fundraising guys. All right, so shush.
Yes,
we should maybe combine and do like fundraising in the Bonnie Blue style with Sean. You can organise it. I don't know. I don't know. I mean,
where are we going?
I've not had any dinner. I don't know what the brain. It didn't work. I'm sorry.
Well, that idea needs maybe a bit more nurturing.
Yeah. Well, we'll figure that out.
I'm gonna need more camera equipment.
No.
and smell vision.
And yet always carry the tissues as well. Yeah. Right. Okay. This has just went completely far left. Dave, right. Thank you so much for coming on. It's been a pleasure. I always love the comedians on. We've had Willie, we've had Andrew, and we've had Dave. Who else have we had?
Or Patrick.
And you're fuck yes, that's right. We're doing the rounds. We're doing the rounds.
And then you had my one of my life partners, Psychic Glenn, on as well.
Oh my God, yes. Yep. Oh my God, love Psychic.
Shout out to Glenn.
Haven't seen Glenn in a while. Where is he?
Oh, he'll be about.
He'll be about.
Yeah, I haven't spoken to him much myself either. And you know what? We need to catch up. I need some more Glenn in my life. So Glenn, I know he'll be watching. Give me a shout.
I do love Glenn. I had a friend. She booked a reading with him after. Remember the time me and Glenn done a podcast?
Yeah.
And she just got married, and she just loves fortune tellers, so she's just all about it. And I think it was maybe like, in fairness, in Glenn's defence, it was maybe done with like a bad line. It had to be done on the phone or FaceTime, because remember he had moved till Valencia.
Yes.
Wasn't that where he was?
Yeah.
So it was whatever it was, the connection wasn't fully connected with the spirit world, we'll say.
Yeah.
But very far off.
But that'd be very funny though if he was like he was on. So what he says like just full Spanish. He's like, I'm connected to the Spanish world here. Sorry,
there was something.
You don't get it here.
There was different frequencies. So she didn't get the full reading. I think she was gutted, so she'll need to get another one. But I think he's back here, so definitely need to get him back on again at some point. He's a gag, isn't he?
He is. I need to relaunch with him. He's a great soul as well.
Yeah, great. Oh, great.
It's like I'm getting a spur coming through called Maria. Yeah. Does that mean anything to you?
Oh, she's actually in the middle of a siesta right now, so she can't say anything. But let me come back tomorrow evening when she's woke up for a bit. You know, give her a wee bit of tapas in her and not so angry. Yeah. You know what I love though about Glenn? He always say, if you know what I mean, after telling you the most mad stuff, and then he'll go, so you know, he talk about these other worlds and these like the like female energy connected, and then he'll be like, do you know what I mean? And I'll go, no, I don't really, Glenn. I'm sorry, I don't. I'm confused.
No,
but it's brilliant. When he's on one, there's
but it's amazing. No, but he's just such a wee like a good big heart, but such an animated soul.
He is. He's wee dope.
He is. He really, really is. Dave, thank you so much for coming on. We'll leave a link, guys, to Dave's socials. That's where you can check out all of like any podcast shows, everything coming up, and make sure to check out the Sly Guy. I seen the clip actually, the Shannon one, that fucking
yeah, that was so funny. Shannon,
I was telling Sean, that's just Shannon.
We need to hear more. I need to know how that ended.
Yeah.
When Holiday ended. Oh, by the way, shout out to Pricey on that as well. Pricey was involved, and you know what? It would annoy me personally If I was dog sitting a psycho dog and I saw pictures of my friend with Katie Price and Wayne Lineker, I'd be like, I'm sorry.
Like, talk about rubbing it in.
Yeah,
Like,
no, you know what? Shannon's going in the sea.
yeah, aye.
Shannon anymore. It was the line, that's just Shannon. It's like,
I know.
that doesn't help me at all. It's just what he's like.
Like, that's just what she's like. Yeah. Oh, don't. You need to check that out, guys. But look, Dave, thank you so much.
Pleasure.
And then, guys, don't forget you can subscribe. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. That keeps you up to date with any upcoming episodes we're going to be having. This is episode 49. Oh. This is episode 49. Yeah. So next week will be the big 50. So we're hitting a milestone. But Dave, thank you so much. And guys, have a great day. Thank you.